Yeah. YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I'm Callie, and today we're going to be talking about a movie called Pitch Black. All right. If you didn't know, I'm at work, so you know. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna be talking about a movie called Pitch Black. All right. Now, this movie came out in the 2000s, and hold up. Yeah. So, if you've been to the channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, this review is going to be on Pitch Black. So this movie came out in the 2000s, all right? Now, when this movie came out, when this movie was released in theaters, I wasn't able to see it because I was so young. Plus, my parents are like heavy on the Christian side, so they didn't let me watch it, you know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was when it was, out to buy on VHS at the time, because it was VHS, you know what I'm saying? I went to Blockbuster and I just copped it real quick, and I didn't even tell my parents nothing, bro. Like, the dude was like, "Oh, so you want to buy this and this and that?" And I got a couple movies that were PG-13. I got a couple movies that were like rated R. And dude was like so cool. He was like, "Yo, like, I'll let you buy them, but like you gotta call your parents and they gotta say it's okay." I was like, "What? All right." So I called them. I was like, "Yo," I told my stepdad, "Yo, this is this movie. This is that movie. This is what it is. This is what it is, and this is why it has that rating." And he's like, "All right, go ahead." So I was like, "Yo," so you know what I'm saying. I grabbed it. I watched it. You know what I'm saying. Finally, But that's the whole story of how I, had come to watch, Pitch Black back in the day. All right, so brief story, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to spoil everything, I don't know if people have seen this movie. If they have, you know what I'm saying, that you'll understand what I'm talking about, and this will just kind of re-jog your mind about what the premise of the movie was. If you haven't seen the movie, then I'll give you a little bit of the premise of the story. That way you can just decide if you like it and if you want to go and watch it. And right now, it's actually on Netflix, so I think they got all three of like the movies. So yeah. Anyways, so premise on this movie is you have a character named Carolyn Fry. All right, now she's not the captain of this ship that's being transported, but there ends up being an accident as the ship, is transporting them to wherever they're going, and they're all in like hypersleep. You know what I'm saying? So they end up like something ends up happening in the ship, and then they end up crashing on this planet, and certain people end up dying. So what happens is the captain dies. All right. So it's up to Carolyn to be the captain now, and to make sure that the rest of the crew, or just whoever that's still alive, members on the ship, whatever you want to say, civilians, however you want to say it, that she gets them to safety, and they can get off planet and get back to normalcy, right? So what ends up happening is this. On the vessel that they were on, there is a guy named William J. Johns, which they call him Johns in this movie. Now he is like I would say kind of like a mercenary. When you first see him, he kind of comes off like a cop, but he's more so like a mercenary. All right, and what ends up happening is he is transporting a a dangerous criminal named is Riddick, and this is Vin Diesel's character, right? So he's transporting Riddick on this vessel that crashed or whatever, right? So, and then there's other characters. Like briefly give you the names. There's Zeke, there's Paris, there's Imam or Imam, Imam, I think. Sharon, Jack, Carolyn. Like I said, that's Carolyn that I was talking about. William, J. Johns, and then Riddick. All right, so that's basically all the characters that you need to know about. So, anyways, as all these characters gather up with each other, they're trying to make a plan to find some water, to find some fuel, in order to, be able to take off in this ship that they found on the planet. All right. Now, this planet has 3 suns, so the days last for a very long time, and majority of the time, I think that planet is always just lit, but there comes a certain time in a cycle where in which an eclipse happens, and then the planet goes dark for like 24 hours or whatever you want to say, right? Now, on this planet, there was probably a lot of life striving, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was animals, humans, whatever, aliens, however you want to say it, right? But there's these creatures that are on the planet that are nocturnal, and when they come out in like hives, you know what I'm saying? And these things are super deadly, they'll chew you down to the bone type stuff, right? And it's a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of them, like a colony. And basically, you come to find out that these creatures wiped out the life that was there. Like I said, whether it was animals or humans or aliens, however you want to say it, right? And so it just so happens that when everybody is stuck on this planet, the eclipse occurs. All right, so from underneath the ground, which is where the creatures rest until they're able to come up, because like I said, they're nocturnal. From underneath the ground, they come out, you know what I'm saying, and they're able to sense the certain individuals that are still alive, that are trying to get off planet from the ship that crashed, right? And so you have all these individuals having to try to escape, try to stay alive, and that's basically the premise of the story. And like I said, I don't want to like delve too deep into all the characters, because I want you to watch a movie, or if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to delve too deep in all the characters, because I want you to watch the movie and you figure out things on yourself, as well, or things for yourself, as well as I told some of the premise of the movie, but you know what I'm saying, you'll still figure out things on yourself by yourself as well, right? But yeah, that's basically it. They're stuck on this planet. There's mad creatures after them, and they're trying to survive, and so that they can get off planet. All right, while having to deal with Riddick, which is he's a criminal, and but at the end of the day, he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And you come to learn that throughout the movies that Vin Diesel made for this franchise. All right, so yeah, that's basically it. 3 of my favorite scenes for this movie, man, Scott, and this may be out of order, and this is going to be spoilers, but 3 of my favorite scenes would be definitely Shorty that gets killed, bro. What is her name? Sharon, bro. It's like this scene, man. She's running and she's trying to catch up with the crew, bro. And it's like her and Riddick running at the same time, but the creatures are coming out after them, right? And then like it gets to this point where the creatures are just flying and they're about to get them. So the only thing you can really do is just fall down to the ground. So Riddick falls down to the ground. Sharon keeps running, bro. Them creatures that are flying, because there's like 2 different kinds. There's like the creatures that eat, gnaw you down to the bone, and they're like bigger than bats for sure, and they fly, right? And then you got creatures that are on the ground that are like the same thing, but they're just on the ground and they're bigger. and they still eat you to the bone too, right? So anyways, Sharon is running, bro. The things come and hit her, like grab her and just start chewing on her, bro. She's just like, ah, bro, splits her in half, bro. Her legs fall down to the ground. Her legs fall down to the ground, bro, and then you just see her top half just screaming, like being carried off into the sky, bro. Like that was a crazy scene. So that's my first favorite scene. Second favorite scene would be when Paris, Paris is, it's a girl and it's a guy's name. So, but anyway, but in this case it's a guy. So Paris, he's surrounded by the creatures, and everybody else had like ran away. So he's surrounded by the creatures. It's dark outside. He's outside. And he can't see nothing. Now this guy's like a heavy drinker, right? So he ends up taking one of his bottles of like I don't know if it was some type of like alcohol or whatever. And he ends up like lighting it on fire and then blowing the liquor out into it, like, which kind of creates like a flamethrower type effect, you know what I'm saying? And then because it's so dark, when he does this, it just ignites the area that he's at, and you can just see all the creatures like around him, bro, and you just know that it's over. But you know what I'm saying, at least he, you know what I'm saying, got a little, you know what I'm saying, at least he went out like a G, you know what I'm saying? He blew a little fire. He did, yo, got flame, and then you know what I'm saying? But it was a nice touch, bro. The way that it looked when he blows the fire, like I said, in the complete darkness and all the creatures around him, that is like one of my favorite images like ever, bro. Like it just really was nice, right? I got to get that on a poster. So that'll be my second favorite scene. So my third favorite scene would be when Riddick is fighting against the creature that's on the ground that's bigger, like I said. And the thing that, like I said, about these creatures, they can't like see how normal people see. So when you see the vision of it, Riddick has the same vision because his eyes, they say that they're shined over, and I'm gonna let you just carry on with that, because when you get later on into the other movies, you come to find out why his eyes are really like that and right? But on this movie, they say that his eyes got shined over, and so basically he can see kind of like how the creatures do, and he has to wear goggles because like whenever he's around, lit areas, whatever you want to say, and then at nighttime he's able to take them off and he can see better, like a nocturnal type of animal, right? But he's fighting the creature, bro, and they're going at it, and there's a scene where like Riddick stands like right directly in front of the creature's face, and the creature's like going like this, like back and forth, and then like Riddick's going like back and forth like that too, low. It was dope, bro. It's just dope. It's dope. That's another dope scene, another poster for sure. You know what I'm saying? But that'll be three of my favorite scenes for the movie, man. This movie was great, man. I definitely enjoyed it. I still enjoy it to this day. I even like the whole franchise, and I know that they're going to be making a Riddick 4. I don't know what the title's going to be, but I'm just going to say like it's a Riddick 4 because it's going to be the fourth movie in the franchise. But yeah, this movie is great, bro. And this is like, even for the franchise, I like all three movies. And they get different, you know what I'm saying? This movie is different from the second one. And the second and third one are kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like the first one is like the third one, and the second one is kind of like just by itself, kind of in a way, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they all connect, but you'll see it if you watch the movies, all right? But yeah, dude, this movie is great. I still love it to this day, man. Still love it to this day. It's definitely one of those, like, it gives like the Alien vibe, you know what I'm saying, for the 2000s, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let me know if you guys saw this movie. Let me know what are some of your favorite scenes. If you guys saw the whole franchise, which one is your favorite movie out of the three? Are you looking forward to seeing a Riddick 4? Do you think this movie still holds up for the time that we're in now? And yeah, let me know about that in the comments down below. All right. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I'm Cali. Till next time.